Could Bitcoin hit $110,000 to $120,000 by the end of this month? The data says yes, but only if a few things align. And no, the Trump and Elon feud isn't one of them. Let's break down the truth behind this bounce, the risks ahead, and the targets no one is talking about. Bitcoin bounced off the 50 EMA right here, as you can see, at around 101,000, let's say, okay, more or less. This is the 50 EMA after yesterday's drop, right? Got it almost all back. That's good to see. That's good to see. Still inside the wedge, rejected cleanly at 108. Actually, really more. We'll say 107. Okay. 3 days drop since then. OBV and RSI are holding, so no major breakdown. Okay, this is not a major breakdown at all. Okay, since we peaked out at on the 22nd, right? Since we peaked out on the 22nd as a new all-time high, we've just been dropping, right? Just been dropping. The price looks good. Let's look at it on the weekly. On the weekly, we can see better. Essentially, just rejecting off of this area, right? This line right here. We'll call it 106 to 108. Okay, just rejecting off of that and coming back down. We're coming back. Okay, so let's see. It could still drop some more. It could still drop some more. Overall, as you can see, in this way, price looks good, but don't get baited. We need a reclaim of 108.5 thousand with volume to confirm that this isn't just chop. All right, just more of this, just more sideways action, right? Derivatives, what are they telling us? Interesting story for derivatives. On the 4-hour negative, the CVD, and on the 1 day also CVD negative. That means spot isn't buying this move. Open interest right here. It's rising. It's rising. New longs coming in. That's what this is indicating to us. Okay, and the funding rate here flat, essentially flat, just a little negative. Means no over leverage. And the ETF flows yesterday recorded negative $278.4 million in outflows. That means no institutional support. This rally, after looking at all that, is perp led. Spot and ETFs are not on board yet. Keyword is yet, guys. Open interest. Let's take a look. Open interest by strike and expiry. Open interest by strike. Open interest by expiry. Okay, June 27, expiry has over 15.8 billion notional open interest. Massive call interest stacked between $110,000 and $150,000. GEX zones concentrated at $105,000 to $108,000. This means volatility trap. Elaborating, if ETF flows flip green and spot wakes up, these call zones become magnets, and $110,000 to $120,000 is on the table. Now, some Gronk smart money insights that we got from Twitter, from X. Whales added over 1.1 million BTC from March to June. They're now passive. They're not chasing. They want confirmation. The CVD flip and ETF inflows. They want those to come back. What it means, smart money wants to be bullish, but they're not chasing noise. They're waiting for spot conviction. Now, Trump and Elon, was it just noise? Trump called out, if you don't know, Musk's subsidies. There was a Twitter war. Musk fired back with the Epstein tweet that Trump was on the Epstein list. But markets, they barely flinched. If we looked at the data. There were no spikes in liquidations, no ETF panics, no breakdown in price structure. It was fun for Twitter, but not a market mover unless it escalates into policy, which could happen, but I don't think so. I think cooler heads will prevail there. All right, so my forecasts and some scenarios. My base case, Bitcoin ranges between 103 and 108.5 thousand, and meme coins continue to just chop around. My bull case, spot and ETFs join. That would mean 110 to 118,000 as my targets. And my bear case, we lose 103,000. We'd get a fast flush down here, basically 98 to 97,000. This bounce though has potential, but it's fragile. The next big move hinges on spot flow and ETF demand. I'm cautiously optimistic. We're seeing signs of structure, volume, and positioning, but we're not there yet. Watch 108.5 0.5 thousand, watch ETF flows, and watch for that spot bid to return. I break this down daily: derivatives, on-chain, smart money, and narrative plays. If you're tired of noise and want real signal, follow here and join the VIP Telegram. We see it before it happens. Talk to you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.